I was 19, fresh out of my parents' house in suburban Ohio, chasing that dream of independence every girl talks about in those coming-of-age movies. But real life, it hit hard. I scraped together enough from waitressing gigs to afford the deposit on this one bedroom in a rundown complex on the edge of town. Unit 56. No roommates, no rules. Just me, a second-hand TV, a rickety chair from Goodwill, and an inflatable mattress that deflated every night. I felt like a real adult, even if I was eating ramen for dinner most nights. For that first month, it was bliss in its own broke way. I'd come home from my shift at the diner, kick off my sneakers, and binge-watch whatever was on cable. No one to nag me about chores or curfews. But God, the loneliness crept in sometimes. I'd call my best friend Manos back home and laugh about how I was living the dream. But inside, I was scared shitless. What if I couldn't make rent? What if something went wrong? It was a Tuesday evening, I think. The sun setting early, casting that orange glow through the blinds. I was sprawled in my chair, remote in hand, flipping between reruns of Friends and some trashy reality show. The front door was locked tight. Suddenly I heard it. The jingle of keys outside. Metal scraping into the locks. My heart skipped. Who the hell could that be? No one was coming over. No maintenance scheduled. No friends dropping by. I froze, staring at the door as the lock turned. The door swung open, and there he was. This older guy, maybe in his 50s, with salt and pepper hair, carrying duffel bags stuffed with clothes and a couple of cardboard boxes. He looked as shocked as I felt for a split second, and then his face twisted into rage. "What the f*** are you doing in my apartment?" he bellowed, dropping the bags with a thud. His voice had a thick accent. Eastern European, maybe? I didn't recognize the language when he started yelling in it, spit flying from his mouth. I jumped up, hands shaking. "This is my place! Get out! Who are you?" He didn't listen. He charged at me, screaming, "Squatter! Thief! Get out of my home!" His fists came down hard, first on my shoulder, then my arm as I tried to block him. Pain exploded through me, sharp and hot. I screamed, "Stop! Please, stop! This is my apartment!" He grabbed my hair, yanking me toward the door. I clawed at his arms, nails digging in, but he was stronger. He got me in a chokehold, his arm like a vice around my neck. Stars burst in my vision. I couldn't breathe. "You're trespassing! I own this!" he growled in broken English, dragging me across the carpet. Panic flooded me. Pure animal terror. I thought, this is it. This stranger's gonna kill me in my own living room. Why hadn't I gotten a roommate? Why was I so damn stubborn? Then, pounding footsteps from above, my upstairs neighbor, this guy named Mike, who'd waved hello a few times, burst through the open door. "Hey! What the hell's going on? Let her go, man!" Mike shouted, grabbing the guy's shoulders and pulling him off me. I collapsed to the floor, gasping, throat burning. The man swung at Mike, yelling more in his language, but Mike pinned him against the wall. "Call the cops!" Mike yelled at me. "Now!" I fumbled for my phone, hands trembling so bad I could barely dial 911. "Please help! There's a man in my apartment attacking me!" I sobbed to the dispatcher. Sirens wailed in the distance within minutes. Felt like hours, though. The police arrived. 2 officers cuffing the guy while he ranted about how the leasing office gave him the keys, showed him pictures of an empty unit. "It's mine! Unit 54! Wait, no, he kept saying 56. My unit. Turns out it was a colossal screw-up. The leasing office had double-booked or something, given him keys to 56 instead of the empty 54 next door. He'd flown in from overseas, bought the place sight unseen except for photos, and assumed I was some junkie squatting there. With my spare setup, no real furniture, just the basics, he figured I didn't belong. The cops sorted it out quick. "Ma'am, we're sorry," one officer said, looking embarrassed. "This guy's legit confused, but, assault's assault." I pressed charges that night. Battery, trespassing. My neck was bruised purple, arms scraped raw. And the apartment complex? I sued their asses for negligence. They settled fast. No rent for a year, plus a chunk for pain and suffering. I stayed in that apartment. turned it into a real home. Bought a proper bed, a couch, kitchen stuff, all with the savings from free rent. It changed me, though. Made me tougher, more aware. I started self-defense classes, got a deadbolt upgrade, even adopted a cat for company. Looking back, it was the scariest shit of my life, but it taught me I could fight back. As a woman in this world, you have to. And damn, it felt good to win.